Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the VVG and Journey to Immortality. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. You get my videos as they come out, and what more do you want out of your day? Oh man, that gets me every time. So today is going to be basically the part 2 of the beginner's guide. It probably won't be too long because when I went back over the first part, I was like, wow, yeah, no, I actually covered quite a bit in this. So we're just going to be doing some last basic tips for the Immortal continent because in the next day or two I'll be buggering off to the next continent up in, where is it? Penglai continent. So some people have entered Void, but that's a long way away. That's like technically apparently Ascension. Like if I was to compare it to Immortal Taoists according to Perval, I think his name is on Discord. But yeah, I almost have the materials required to do that, but that's a whole nother video, I'll be honest with you. That's completely. When I get to Penglai, I'll make a video on it, but I'm not in a rush. I'm not rushing at all. I only hit early nascent soul, just before 200 years, and I've been chilling since then. Getting into it. Now, what I skipped in the video, or at least skipped explaining in depth, is beasts. Now, beasts are a thing. These will take you probably the longest, really, to do. Because A, you need to get Bloodline up, and Bloodline is only manufactured from demolishing crappy spirit beasts, basically. Oh look, these are almost done, so I can give you an example. So you have to decompose in the bottom left there. You do have to decompose beast as you go. You only get 30-something slots, but you also need to keep a certain amount. But as you level, you will start getting blues as a drop, which is sort of what I'm waiting for. I'm hoping I can push forward in the map itself in instance, get into 11 and 12, and I'm hoping I get blue pets from that, but I suppose I'll find out, really. Alright, claim. I'm just going to put all the singles back out because bloody inventory is just ridiculously poor. Decompose. And now I will decompose all 5 of these for beast souls, which is useful for alchemy to make attribute pills for yourself, and you are going to need to be doing that once you reach this sort of stage and you're getting a lot of income for multiple things, really. Decompose, boom. So I got some wood divine beast spirit. So if you really are chasing bloodlines, then you will have to take out, see that bloodline column there, it says 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, etc. You need 15 in order to create one bloodline in order to increase bloodline. So for my super Urshu, activate its 2nd level of bloodline, which is going to be rough, obviously. I'm nowhere near that at the moment. I think I have enough to make 2, and that's it. So we're getting there. Now, favor, you're only going to get favor. I mentioned this in the previous video, but you're only going to get favor from actually blitzing with the pet in your lineup. And once you start actually getting other pets to assist you, you are going to need to put other pets onto your lineup and start pushing forward in favor. The only reason I haven't done that yet is because this is my only good pet. I'm not wasting any materials on these trashy pets, Even if I combine them together, it's only a blue. And that's really not ideal. It's just not great thus far, not to mention being under 88 spirit array, which I'm almost there. But being under 88 really limits the amount of chi I can generate and the amount of chi I can use to level up pets. So that's a big limiter for the end of the beginners. So you do want to make sure that your array reaches 88 by the time at least the end of early nascent, I would say. I saw a lot of people complaining about it, which is fair because it's a bitch to level. Once you realise at 81 everything doubles for the requirements there. It's crazy. But yeah, back to beasts. Go. Oh, I think the day just restarted. Nice. I don't need that. That's just an inventory waste at the moment. So yes, I only have one of my beasts gathering favour at the moment, and even that, its maximum is going to be at Divine Beast reaching early nascent soul, favour 3000, so I need, 899 more blitzes in order to get its next one, but I also need to push it to early nascent soul in order to activate it. So it's worth doing, absolutely, but I do recommend you don't waste your blitzes, really, on anything other than your main pet, because once you reach a certain level, you will start getting higher level pets, and you're going to look back on it and you're going to be like, well, fuck, I wasted some fucking materials on those ones. And I already feel that way. Just leveling like these ones to max, because I was going to combine and make blues, and then I saw in the chat there were people that were like, yeah, look, once you get further in the maps, you do start getting blue eggs as a thing. And I was like, even if that's a rare reward, that's still going to be faster than farming from green. It takes too long. It takes too damn long. You got to get them to their max, it says at the bottom of their state, and then you got to get 2 of the same element, and then you combine them, and then they only just go to blue. Back to the start, all the way up again, and then you have to make another one to blue to make those ones go to the next tier up. It's fucked. Alright, it's fucked. It's not doable without some serious chi and some serious pill making. Now, storyline wise, I mean, there's not really enough. If you do it as it comes out, you probably, like, as you unlock it, you probably won't be able to pass it. That's just a fact. Unfortunately, you just won't be able to pass it unless you're really, really overpowered for your realm. So there's no rush in completing it, because there isn't. You don't really get that much for completing it. I'll be honest with you. I mean, it's an interesting, like, read, even though the translation could really use some work. But there is no rush in doing it. What you do want to do, though, is get the mystery maps from back in here, Business League, the ground source hall on the ground floor. I'm just going to buy that because you got to buy Drunk Dragon Liquid every day once you start. Because once you have reached a certain level, you can exchange map blitzes for cultivation, which I will show you again. It's just upstairs here, map blitz. 200k cultivation for 1 map blitz. It's a good price considering that if you are aiming for 100% every time you want to realm up, so you don't waste any cultivation, then you just spend your cultivation on those map blitzes. That's the way I've done it thus far, and it's been pretty good because I've had shitloads of spirit stones to work with. I had 1 million the other day, but then something new unlocked and I had to spend it all on upgrading my body, but I'll get to that. So on the ground floor, there's 30k Spirit Stone maps. Now these maps are basically the items in order to upgrade your Elixir Fire. I am actually lacking in that at the moment because I need this to be 36 so I can get to Purple Flame. That would be ideal. I'm currently just really limited by my inventory size, and I need to find C3 artifact refinement so I can actually make C3 bags because it's ridiculous. I need more inventory. It's just sadness at the moment. But this Elixir Fire is important because the higher level the Elixir Fire is, the higher level artifact you can refine both for yourself and your partner. So you want it regardless of anything else. And you can only get 1 of these a day, really. So yeah, 36 days is going to be a minimum of how long it'll take you to get there, unless you can buy them with Spirit Jade, but I'll be honest with you, I don't look for that. Explore, we had some stuff added here actually. You saw me do this slope, I did a whole thing on it. Now, I will be doing Elm City in the next video because that's the next one up, basically. The only reason I didn't do it immediately is because I just assumed I'd get smacked around like a little bitch once I immediately hit early Nascent Soul, but we'll see how that goes. We're going to go in here, see if we can't beat this. No, we can't beat that. No, maybe. I didn't mean to actually go into this, but yeah, I'll take it if we win. Maybe not. Oh no. Yeah, no. Okay, fair enough. Look, I didn't expect to win. Alright, travel at the Tower of Magnificence. Off you go, 1 hour. But yeah, you've already seen me explain that. You get partner isolation rewards and some spirit stones for every hour that you put your people there. Always useful. Now, these lodestones is a completely new thing that you have to actually buy a license to have a mine. And then you use it here and you explore and you get rewards for it. And those rewards are black iron crystals, I believe, and spirit stones. But you can get robbed while you're doing it. So, I mean, that's also similar to Immortal Towers, really. Quite simple, quite straightforward. You will have to spend league contribution in order to get those crystal locators for that. Up to you whether you want to do it or not. Only reason I'm not doing it is because, I'll probably get robbed, A, and B, I'm not actually making anything at the moment, artifact-wise. I'm waiting. I'm just going to wait there is no reason for me to waste all my materials in early Nascent. I might as well wait till I reach deity, just save it all up till then, because there's nothing to do in the interim sort of thing, except push the maps when I can and, equip instance level materials and equipment as I go. That's the cheapest way to do it anyway, and the simplest, in my opinion. I do have to reiterate, don't make pills. Don't make pills for your realm. It's going to frickin' destroy your materials. You will never have materials if you make pills for your realm. If you can even afford making pills for your realm at any time, Only spend spirit or spirit stones on it, because at least, they generate over time pretty easily, Like in Business League, Alchemy Pavilion, I buy Nascent Soul things for cultivation, 10 million cultivation there, and if necessary, I'll buy 15k spirit for Nascent Soul Elixirs as well. But I've only actually just hit I've not even hit 15k yet. So yeah, 88 is really where I need to be. I would really like to be 88, but one thing at a time. I should have it tomorrow, which that would be good, but Now the reason I say you want to buy those pills is because it's just not worth going below 100% when you upgrade, because the amount of stories I've heard of people being at 95 and then it fails anyway, it's like, fuck it, it's not worth it, especially when you're at Nascent Soul and you bought, let's say, like 10 pills and you got to 90% and you're like, surely that's enough, because that's like a day or more's worth of Nascent Soul Elixirs without having used Alchemy to make more, and then it fucks up and fails and then it goes back down to 35% and you've just lost 50 million cultivation base. It's like, well, shit. Because I've been there. I have actually been there. It was sad. That was when I first hit Nascent Soul. Yeah, not pleasant. Not pleasant. I was lucky in the fact that I don't need to touch partner qualification, because mine's 96 out of 100, which is freaking crazy. She's better at me than cultivation, for fuck's sake, by a substantial margin. But if you do remold, honestly, if you reach 80% or more, don't risk remolding it. You're gonna regret it, and yeah, you'll regret it. I've heard, again, some horror stories of people remolding from 70, 80 and going to 10 and 20, and they don't have another item to remold again, because it's not like it's a common item. It is relatively rare. But yeah, if you're feeling lucky and you're really trying to push for a high qualification, then make sure you have a lot in the back to, in case you go down to 10, you can quickly do it again and try and get up again. Now I'm also gonna actually buy a shitload of blitzes, as many as I can, because it's just the way it is, alright? It's just the way it is. And then I'm gonna blitz number 6, because I need the soulstone thingies from there. I need 15 in order to create the fixed orb in order to fuck off to Penglai, which I will get there. It's just going to take a while. It's bloody annoying though. Bloody annoying. And now, lastly, before I let you all go, it's a bit of a short beginner's guide part 2, because honestly I covered more than I thought I did in the first one. Now, train. They've actually made a whole interface to train your partner's equipment, which I think is good, to be honest with you. So you don't have to go into your partner and then into their equipment, and then that's just multiple interfaces that you have to click through. They've instead just put it down the bottom here. Now, I'm fine with that. That's fine. What I'm not fine with is the fact that I don't have any partner equipment. So I haven't made any, really. And again, I'm just going to wait maybe till mid-nascent, late nascent, and I'll make some partner equipment just to have extra strength with it in the future, let's be honest. Now, Spirit Body. Spirit Body's been great. This is a huge source of extra stats that I have very much enjoyed. Now, the only issue is you require these spiritual souls. Now, the spiritual souls are made from decomposing, basically, your souls that you've earned over time. So you click refine in the bottom right and you turn, for example, I turned 255 level 2 monster souls into 10 spiritual souls. It's a rough conversion, mate, I'm going to be honest with you. But when you have, and I did have tens of thousands of these low-level souls before I did it all and got some extra levels in, mostly in XP for training speed, but also attack defense as well as the spirit body of Nascent Soul itself. So this is a good thing to level over time, and if you have been playing for a little while, because this only came out recently, if you had been playing for a while, you will have a shitload of these souls that you don't use. So you can just throw them into this and level this up and get heaps of extra stats. It's wonderful how much extra stats there is, seriously. Now they can only go to level 10 until you hit deity, which is fine because even with, I probably used 20,000, 25,000 souls, mixed level 1, level 2, some level 3, and I got to 4, 10, and 2. And I managed to get 10 levels in this to reach my spirit body of Nascent soul to 2. Which was good. But yeah, ultimately, if you've just started, this is not going to be a thing you can do. So bear that in mind. Especially since you are going to be using those first souls when you first start to make simple pills and simple stuff to help you level your A, your pet, B, level C1, I should say, elixirs for attributes. Which are difficult to make purely because they require beast souls, and beast souls are not easy to get. Well, I suppose not easy is the wrong way to say it, they're just slow to get. Now, talisman. I had to make a second talisman because my first one was trash. I didn't get attack in it. It was rough. But I made a second one, and this one is substantially better. I have been slowly leveling it over time. But it's a work in progress because it just needs so many resources to level up. The next class up is really what I'm aiming for, but I need quenching milk for your souls. You will be needing a lot of level 3 souls to gather the mana on your talisman itself. But it is worth doing because your talisman completely changes your combat ability, like by a lot. And I do need to get more pre-yin-yang stones. They would be nice, but again, those are more advanced items, and the only real way of getting them is, to get them quickly, you're going to need fairy jade. To get them slowly, you're going to need, time and grind. But that is unfortunately the nature of a cultivation game, really. Let's go. Extraordinary water root. Wonderful. Now, once you reach Nascent Soul, you can't participate in the immortal discussion anymore, you just get points. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Makes sense. Claim, cultivate divine beast. I will do that off screen because this beginner's guide is now officially over. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, ask some questions. If I didn't cover something, just ask it in the comments, and if I can't answer it, I will ask someone who knows to answer it. As always, have a great day.